what are the most important aspects of what we got to know about money and to use it wisely, and what are some of the ways that can be a detriment if you don't do it well?
Yeah, I think the biggest mindset that I've run into a lot and that I am still trying to unlearn is the scarcity mindset. A lot of people are, at least a lot of the people I've run into and talked to, were raised, around middle class, maybe a little higher, maybe a little lower. But their parents were, typically trying to save or penny pinch or cut corners. And so there was always this scarcity, there's not enough money. Money doesn't grow on trees. We have to be careful. We have to be smart, put it in a savings account for a rainy day. That's the thing I heard all the time growing up. And so then that makes you nervous about money. It makes you feel like it's not going to be there when trying to switch over to an abundance mindset. If you have a job and you're working, you're making money. You're always making money. And having the mindset that even if I spend some, more is going to come in because I'm working hard and I'm putting the effort out there. But then also being intentional with your spending. We live in a consumer capital America, so everybody wants something bigger and better and the next new thing. I mean, the new iPhone came out and I've gotten more emails about that than anything else in the last month. So then a big shift there was being more intentional with my spending and really asking, why do I want this? Why am I buying this? Am I buying this because someone's telling me I have to have it, or everybody I know has it? Or am I buying this because I really like this product and it'll better my life and make my life easier? So I think those two mindsets can be really helpful.
When going on that same thread of intentional purchasing, in which aspects do you see yourself maybe splurging? Okay, how much has that swing gone from, okay, I used to probably buy these things all the time because the behavior in which I acted made me just want that to feel better, versus now where it feels like, okay, I've probably cut out most of compulsive buying and it's a lot more intentional?
Yeah, I would say the biggest thing that helped with that was starting a budget. And I had tried over all of my 20s and in college to start budgets, and I would sit down and try to start writing it out, and I'd get halfway through it and I'd be like, I don't really need this. The bills are paid. I don't really need to look at this. But when I finally sat down and I was like, okay, I'm just going to look at it just to know where the money's going, not to, judge myself, not to necessarily cut anything out or, restrict myself, just to genuinely see where all the money's going. And the first month I did that, the number I had spent on just eating out and buying food and getting drinks was it was $500 some odd in a month for me. And I was like, that is so much money. I couldn't, how did I spend that much money? And so then just paying attention, I started grocery shopping a little bit more and not eating out all the time and making food at home some. And at first I went all in with that and completely tried to cut myself off a little bit. And then slowly realized, okay, well, I really miss getting my coffees a couple times a week because I really like having that. And it just boosts my Saturday when I started off with a coffee, and it's under $5. So I'm going to keep doing that because that makes my Saturday better and I like it. But do I need to be going out Tuesday night every night just to get tacos? No, I could probably make tacos at home every now and then. So just those little things and paying attention to how it really affected my mood, and how sometimes eating at home was just as good, if not better, than going out and spending the money. So that's kind of my main example there.
And how was that being tracked? Through your phone, or do you write it down manually? Or
yeah, I used a spreadsheet. I had found a few templates through some people I was following, and those kind of worked, but then I ended up just kind of tweaking it and making my own. I offer a free spreadsheet on my Instagram, so if you guys are curious and want to try that out, it's there and it's for free. But there's budget apps that you can use. There's, you can make a pretty basic little template if you want. So there's lots of options out there. I just love spreadsheets. I'm a spreadsheet person. So that's why I did it that way. But I always tell people, if you try it and you don't like it, try a different way and find one that works for you so that you're more likely to stick with it.
Yeah, that's the thing, is doing what works for you, and that would make you willing and motivated to actually keep track of these things, right? Because it is really a discipline too. If you're not used to it, especially, it may be even a harder discipline.